All right, welcome to another film breakdown. As you can tell, my voice is about gone. Watching the Duke game last night, 87-70 win against UNC. It's a lot of fun breaking this down, a lot more fun than the previous two games breaking down. There was a lot of positives, if not all positives, in this film breakdown. I know Duke was up like 32, and then UNC went on like a 17-2 run to cut it to like 16 or 15 or whatever, but Duke won 87-70. We're not going to harp over that in this film breakdown because Duke came out early and popped UNC in the mouth, and UNC had no answers for Duke. There goes my voice again. So we're going to break this down. We're going to have fun doing it, and I appreciate all you guys liking and subscribing to this channel. We're getting closer and closer to 1,000, so thank you guys, and let's get right into it.
The officials, and that's the tip.
So let me fix this real quick. There we go. All right. So first possession of the game.
Of our Sonic blockbuster matchup, the Blue Devils with the first possession of the night.
Seth Trimble guarding Cooper Flagg. He's given up a lot of size.
And an easy one.
And like Dan Schulman said, an easy one. Sion James has done such a phenomenal job. I want to do just a clip it of Sion James all year slipping this ball screen and resulting in a dunk. He sets a flare screen for Kon Knueppel to come off for his three, and guard to guard exchange. They're switching. UNC is so with that switch. RJ Davis is on the backside of Sion James, and that's just a layup all day. It's a great set, great opening play for Duke.
Excellent passer.
The Knueppel coming off the screen, lays it up, no good, and the rebound down to Trimble. And as Jay said, Carolina will look to run at every opportunity. Moving an undersized five-man, really, for Carolina. Former Notre Dame Fighting Irish, former Vandy Commodore, R.J. Davis. Nice pass into Cadeau, but look at the size.
Just from the get-go, unbelievable defensive effort by Duke. The help side defense were in the right spots. This team was ready to guard all night against UNC, all night. I mean, UNC is just playing on the perimeter here. And this is how UNC played all first half. The game was lost in the first 5 minutes of the game for UNC because they could not get inside the three-point line against Duke unless there was 10 or less seconds on the shot clock, it seemed like. Like, Duke switching this, Cooper Flagg and Malawash do a good job of switching and communicating. And then look at Cooper Flagg and Tyrese Proctor in help side defense. Knueppel's on an island with R.J. Davis. And R.J. Davis has nowhere to go because it looks like Duke is in a 1-2-2 because their help side defense is where they need to be. And so there is no driving lane for R.J. Davis. He finally throws it to Elliot Cadeau, leads him right to a double team, and Cadeau travels with 10 seconds on the shot clock.
They play on. Sion James will step back and miss a three. Malawatch again. Flagg. Yes.
I mean, just an outstanding job. Kon Knueppel had 6 points and 6 rebounds, but his effort in the first stint that he was in set the tone the whole night. He came up massive for Duke in all these offensive rebounds that led to points, led to second chance points. Like right when this clip starts, Sion James, good look. Now go fight for it, big fella. Gets it at the highest point, throws it right back out to a guard as he should. And then the key to the night you're going to see in this whole film breakdown is watch how UNC is so terrified of Malawash in the two-man game for the lob. They look at Seth Trimble. Seth Trimble is underneath the basket because the lob is there for Kon Knueppel. So UNC eliminates that, and Duke abused UNC on these skip passes all game. All game.
Flagg. Yes. Keep Duke off the glass and get out in transition against some easy ones. Backdoor pass taken away by Flagg. Look at that pass. And James.
Number 1 pick in the draft right there. Elliot Cadeau tries to get one by Cooper Flagg on a backdoor. Cooper Flagg steals it, and this pass is absolutely absurd. I mean, tight window. Sion James is nowhere near where that ball is right now when he releases it. Leads him perfectly for a layup. number 1 pick in the draft.
That's the kind of tough two that Duke wants to force, a mid-range jumper oversized.
Duke by 1, just over 4 minutes into this one here at Cameron. Flagg posting the immediate double. Open is Proctor. Count it.
You can't trap that. You cannot trap that. How many times have we seen these? How many times have we seen it in these breakdowns of teams trapping Cooper Flagg on the catch on this post up? Like, you cannot trap him here. Here's a trap. He already sees who's open on the backside. And again, in Jackson has to play underneath the goal because Malawach is a threat to dive. And so skip right over his head, right to his guy. Thank you. Duke will take all 3 of those.
Right cross-court pass, the skip. Beautifully done.
And now his second steal of the night. Up to Proctor for the slam.
Duke had UNC in hell early. They had Elliot Cadeau in hell early. And you know who wants to tell them about it? Tyrese Proctor, right there. You don't think Tyrese Proctor wanted his get back?
His second steal of the night. Up to Proctor for the slam.
Was 0-2 last year against UNC, and he carried that chip on his shoulder all night for Duke.
Cooper Flagg already has 4 assists in this game, and we're less than 5 minutes in.
And he's really done it, 2 of them with defense.
Yep.
Making steals and then basically acting as the point guard in transition.
The Heels need a big night.
Just, again, great defensive possession. 10 seconds on the shot clock. UNC can't pass Common Malawach on the perimeter? Are you kidding me? Again, great defensive spacing. Sion James, great. Cooper Flagg, great. Tyrese Proctor, great. Malawach, being aggressive up top. One-on-one with Elliot Cadeau. Elliot Cadeau is quick as hell. Can't get past Malawach because Malawach is playing him perfectly at the right distance. He shoots that, hats off to Elliot Cadeau, but he's not. He's too scared in this type of environment. It's not his shot. So he finds Ian Jackson, who I like a lot. Malawach is up to the challenge, one-on-one, quick guy. It looks like he's about to get by Malawach. Malawach does a good job of making him have to force a step back between the legs. Three-pointer, hand high, contest, goes in and out. Like, that's phenomenal defense. Common Malawach set the tone defensively for Duke. Him and Malik Brown both. Like, obviously Flagg had the 2 early steals that obviously really helped, but Malawach's energy with just doing things that don't show up in the stat sheet was phenomenal for Duke in the first 5 minutes.
3 around,
basically acting as the point guard in transition.
The Heels need a big night from Jackson. That 3 around and out, and Flagg down to the board.
A lot of tough shots for North Carolina.
Flagg will try a 3. And
again, credit to Malawach here. Rim running after the miss. Rim running after the miss. Proctor could have maybe thrown it. That's actually a good job to eat that now that I just said it out loud, because Malawach, I don't know if he would be comfortable catching that. But here, Elliot Cadeau has to fill out, and Cooper Flagg's wide open. Elliot Cadeau is being lazy on defense and lets Cooper Flagg walk right into a transition 3 at the top of the key. You want to talk about hot spots? That's probably the hottest spot for Cooper Flagg, is top of the key in transition, steps into it, and Elliot Cadeau just let him have it.
Cooper, during the lap that he was kind of being a little soft, he said, not kind of. I told him he was being soft. And he said the best thing, as Jess said, is Flagg responds to that, wants the criticism. Welcome back, Malik Brown. People want to talk about, he only averages 2 points a game. Real ones know this dude is elite defensive player. If he did not get hurt, I'd be pounding the table for National Defensive Player of the Year. I still might be pounding the table for National Defensive Player of the Year if Duke goes undefeated in the ACC, because this dude is a menace from hell. Swiper keeps swiping, gets the steal, and then it leads to a 3-point play for Duke, 17-6. The energy is phenomenal in Cameron. The roof's about to blow off the place, and Duke's out and ready to play and show why they should be the number 1 team in the country. Flagg has scored 3 of them and assisted on the other 4. Left hand, R.J. Davis, no. Shot clock reset.
Again, the defensive spacing, unbelievable.
Duke's help side is positioned so well. There's really nowhere for Carolina to drive it without Duke bodies being there.
See, even Jay Billis agrees as RJ Davis is about to shoot this three.
And look how hard they are having to work to get a shot off. Davis misses the three. Brown with a rebound. Flagg. Brown kicks it back out to Proctor. Knueppel will try a three, and he'll hit.
I have no words, really. I have no words. This start was unbelievable. Like, great defensive possession, and then you get a stop, and it immediately leads to points. The 3 points by Kon Knueppel. Foot was planted, swung the other one through, bottom of the net.
Absolutely on fire in the early going.
Again, look at Malik Brown's hands, dude. I would hate playing him. Oh, my God, I'd hate playing him. I just imagine playing him back when I played AAU at a tournament in Charlotte, and it's 8 a.m., and this guy's guarding you like this after having a continental breakfast, and he's just in your grill.
Trimble left alone, and the three won't go down.
Now, there was miscommunication there by Duke, but Seth Trimble has not hit a three-pointer in a long time, it seems like. Like I said, I think last film breakdown leading up to this, Seth Trimble, he had 5 made threes in Maui. Since Maui, he's made 6 total in however many games it is, 14.
And the three won't go down. Knueppel again.
That is Kon Knueppel's shot. I am so happy that he keeps shooting this now. Like, he's shooting this a few times a game, and that is his bread and butter. So 23-6, this game is done. It's over. Like, you can tell by the energy of both teams. Duke just wants to keep running it down UNC's throat, and UNC's calling for mercy and wants this game to end.
What North Carolina really needs here is a stop or rebound so they can get out in transition, because going against Duke's half-court defense is not a winning formula.
No matter whose numbers you look at, Duke, one of the 3 or 4 best teams defense.
Again, the best slip screener on the team, Sion James. Sion James setting screens. Why is he the best slip screener for this team? Because he sets really good screens in general. So when you set really good screens, teams are going to overhelp, and then a guard-to-guard switch. Great pass by Malik Brown. This has been missed by Duke. Malik Brown's vision has been phenomenal leading up to his injury. Hits him right in the numbers. Sion James gets fouled, goes to the line. Should have been a 3-point play.
In the nation.
Well, if they penetrate it, they can find some openings.
Knueppel. The three won't go. Malawach, another offensive rebound. And Knueppel is fouled.
Again, Malawach. Minutes on the glass this first half. 6 points, 6 rebounds for the game in 21 minutes. But this is just huge, man. Huge. Yes, UNC is small. So it is very nice to see Malawach make them pay for that. Keeps it high, finds the guard immediately. I try to pause it, and Knueppel gets Washington in the air, draws the foul, and goes to the line as well.
North Carolina going in a horn set. They like to exchange up top and then get into a ball screen. And then there's a back screen.
Powell back to Cadeau, who's got Malawach on him. Again, Duke switching everything. Cadeau driving on Gillis. Powell lost it. Blue Devils in transition. Malawach with the left.
Again, Duke defensively has UNC in hell. Cadeau has already made a few turnovers in the first half, so now he's hesitant of what to do. So there's nothing there. Mason Gillis, great defense, and great help side by Malawach. Like, that cannot go unnoticed. He goes behind the back, and look who's there to put his hands right there, Malawach. And then he gets back to drive Drake Powell off the line to drive right into Mason Gillis, and Mason Gillis just takes it right away from him. And then Duke's running, and Malawach, being active, catches it, good feet. And if Malawach is hitting a left-handed hook, you got to go home. You got to go home for your other team. It's just not your night. Great touch by the big fella. Great touch.
Outside.
Isaiah Evans is a flamethrower.
Turnaround by Flagg. Malawacz, another rebound.
I've said enough about Malawacz. Phenomenal game, phenomenal first half.
You can tell in front of your TVs, it is some kind of loud right now.
Again, spacing, Isaiah Evans, great. You're in the perfect spot. Knueppel's going to be in a good spot. Flagg sees the floor. Sion James sees the floor. Malawacz is playing big on ball. Just great defense. Everybody's where they need to be. There's 18 seconds on the shot clock. UNC has not moved.
Cameron.
Look at this. LA Cadeau's freaking out. Everybody is standstill for UNC. RJ Davis is going to try and come off of this, but again, to no avail. Just wasted movement. RJ Davis acted like he was going to go off a pin down, and Cadeau just throws it to Seth Trimble. He throws it back to Cadeau. And this is like they're playing zone. It looks like UNC thinks Duke's in zone because of the help side. Everybody is where they need to be. This defensive possession and the defense in the first half was insane by Duke.
Cadeau the kick. Trimble runs into Evans, trying again. Has it knocked away.
I tweeted, that's when I tweeted at the bar that I was slapping the floor at the bar last night. That defensive possession makes me want to run through a damn wall. And I'm not going to talk this time. We're just going to sit back and enjoy the show by Duke's defense.
Cadeau the kick. Trimble runs into Evans, trying again. Has it knocked away.
That's got me pumped up again. I could run through my screen right now.
2 steals.
I may differ just a bit with my learned colleague. I think there is something North Carolina can do. And they need to toughen up and make some passes on the offensive end and put a little bit more game pressure on Duke.
Good pass from Knueppel.
Shire, elite. People say he's just a recruiter, right? He's just a recruiter. It's easy to recruit talent, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. This set for Duke's worked all year. This is like the circle set where Sion James is going to run all the way to the other corner, and then Knueppel is going to come off a flare screen to where then he comes off the flare screen by Malawacz. Sion James goes to the corner. Now, when Knueppel catches this, he can go straight downhill, and the lob may be there to Malawacz. But you see, UNC is so pressed about Malawacz being a lob threat that Seth Trimble and N. Jackson are now in the paint with Jalen Withers crashing down as well. And Knueppel makes a phenomenal pass to Seth Trimble's guy because Seth Trimble is eliminating the lob threat. Seth Trimble takes out Malawacz, so Knueppel says, okay, I'll throw it to Mason Gillis. Mason Gillis steps into one and hits it. Just a great set by Duke. And then watch what happens.
Out to the three-point line. Yeah, if you're just going to dribble in one spot, you're not going to find any openings against this Duke defense because their help side is so good.
Knueppel to Malawacz. Very talented.
The following possession, very similar set. Okay. So Knueppel is going to catch it where he was. And then Sion James, instead of looping around, he's just going to go cut immediately to the corner. And then Malawacz, instead of setting a flare screen, he's going to set a ball screen. So he sets the ball screen with Sion James cutting across the floor. RJ Davis's back is turned because he's watching Sion James. And then Mason Gillis coming up from the corner has Seth Trimble looking the other way. So RJ Davis and now Seth Trimble are communicating a switch action on just a simple two guys crossing, Sion James and Mason Gillis. They're not involved in the play. The whole purpose of them crossing like that is so nobody on the back end can bump this lob. So Seth Trimble now realizes the lob is there, but it's way too late. And then 2 UNC guys are on a poster. Just a great set by Shire, the recruiter. Just a great set.
Yeah, if you're just going to dribble in one spot, you're not going to find any openings against this Duke defense because their help side is so good.
Knueppel to Malawacz. Very talented rookie guard with the 76ers this year. He is in attendance here tonight.
Yeah, the leading candidate for Rookie of the Year when he was injured.
Final seconds of the first half.
He's going 5 out, really spreading the floor against North Carolina for this last possession.
Flagg defended by Davis. Got a big size advantage. Tough turnaround. Goes.
And RJ Davis just Too small. Like that's a pro shot though too. I mean, it's a tough shot, but RJ Davis just too small for that.
Pitching would be helpful, but you have to give Duke credit for an excellent defensive first half.
We are now ready for the second half of our Sonic blockbuster matchup. Dan Schulman, Jay Billis, Jess Sims here at Cameron Indoor Stadium in Durham. 22-point lead for the Blue Devils. Flagg draws a double, kicks to Knueppel, and he gets inside and slams.
I mean, first set. UNC is so worried about Duke's lob. They're so worried about Kon Knueppel. Again, ISO for Cooper Flagg to see the whole floor. And again, Lubin's going to come double this. RJ Davis is now going to get in front of Knueppel so he can't throw over the top. Okay, well, now you're leaving the best shooter on the floor wide open. Knueppel's wide open. Cadeau runs out there, but Cadeau's closeout is just giving him the baseline. I don't know why he's not closing out to let him come middle where the help is. Bad closeout, blow by. White boy gets a dunk.
Lubin trying to post up Knueppel, lost it. And for Carolina, their 10th turnover of the night. And almost all of them, Jay, have been live ball turnovers, and Duke has turned those into points at the other end.
Well, in the first half, Duke had more steals than North Carolina had assists.
Knueppel for three.
Carving them up. Carving them up. ISO on the post. Double comes. Cadeau's in front of Malawach to eliminate the lob. Now RJ Davis has to play two. Flagg knows it and throws a skip to Sion James, the farthest offensive player from RJ Davis. Throws it right back to Kon Knueppel. Cadeau can't get out there quick enough because he was pinned down by Malawach.
17 feet away, and he knocks it down.
A little better action from North Carolina, a little more movement in their attack.
Ball screen to Malawach. Knueppel finds James in the corner, and the three will.
Good God, torching them. Torching them. Ball screen action. You know, the last film breakdown, I said Duke wasn't doing a really good job of coming off ball screens. Here, there's no room for RJ Davis to get through with Kon Knueppel. Kon Knueppel has RJ Davis on his hip the whole time. This is the same lob play almost. There's no guard exchange up top. So Jackson is eliminating the lob threat because he's guarding Sion James in the deep corner. So he's bumping off Malawach so he can't throw the lob. Knueppel says, okay, well, I'll just throw it to your man wide open in the corner. Carving him up.
Good footwork by the big man. Cadeau into traffic. Wild shot off the glass, and Flagg the rebound.
Great challenge by Sion James at the rim. Just make Cadeau score over.
Knueppel and one.
And then Knueppel, just little baby, RJ Davis. Look, UNC did this at Duke last year. Cormac Ryan, Harrison Ingram, Baycott, all did the too little celebration every time they had a chance in Cameron last year. This is the definition of too little. Can't guard him. Can't guard him.
Jess, thank you. Wonderful stuff. Such a heartwarming moment. And Jess is exactly right. It's been loud at so many different moments in this building on this night. Nothing compared to that
moment. Knueppel was carving up RJ Davis. Carving him up. Catch here, and we're just going to go to work. Post work. Freshman against super senior. Spin right off of that. Lay in. Just cooking him. Cooking him.
It's been loud at so many different moments in this building on this night. Nothing compared to that moment. We struggled in non-conference play. Auburn now with 13 quad one wins. Duke's got 5. And Duke, as it stands right now, would only have 3 more quad one opportunities. Auburn, I believe, would have 8 more. Just the strength of schedule. Look at it. James from.
And then Sion James. God, he's so good at cutting, man. He's so damn good at cutting. It's RJ Davis's guy. RJ Davis falls asleep. First off, blow by Kon Knueppel against Ian Jackson. And then UNC's just ball watching. Nobody knows where their guys are because RJ Davis's back is turned. And so is Washington, really. Drake Powell's the only one that knows He can see ball and man, but he needs to be a little bit lower. Instead, RJ Davis just goes out to Cooper Flagg and lets his guy go right down the lane for a dunk.
Stackhouse was let go, then Ben Allen Lubin transferred here to North Carolina.
Cade Tyson making his first appearance tonight for the Tar Heels. Again, a transfer from Belmont, big score there, had some good moments earlier in the year for Carolina, has kind of fallen out of the rotation, didn't play at all Tuesday.
Again, right? That's how we're going to end it. I didn't put Cade Tyson's 3 on here. That was a thing of beauty. But let's just go right back to what we've talked about the whole game. Cooper Flagg in the post. UNC is so worried about the lob threat and Kamamala watch that there's 2 guys around him. One's hugging him on the backside of him. Leaves a wide open skip pass to a 3-point shooter uncontested. Just awful, horrendous defense. Horrendous play by UNC this whole game, except for like a 4 to 5 minute stretch where Duke just let their foot off the gas. But this game, UNC, holy hell. Like I know I'm the one that made a video why UNC can beat Duke. I'm the one that did that. Where was all of the stuff that I said that could happen? You didn't let Ian Jackson play his game. RJ Davis shot tough ones. Seth Trimble didn't try and get to the rim. Drake Powell should have played more than he did. He should have started. This was a horrible game by UNC and a great game by Duke. It's as simple as that. It is as simple as that. The score does not indicate what this game should have been. It was 87-70. This game should have been 100-60. So that is the end of this film breakdown. I'll see you guys next time on the next film breakdown. And there's going to be more stuff to come on this channel. So stay tuned. And I appreciate you guys so much. So I'll see you guys next time.